Growing up, the only child of my household was very difficult, but with the help of my mom, it always helped me because she was like my best friend. We did absolutely everything together, from going to the movies, shopping, going out to eat. That was our favorite thing to do. It just was great having her around the house as someone to talk to when I'm having a bad day at school, someone to just be there for me through times of trouble and everything. It just was always great to have her. She was like my best friend, and I wouldn't trade her for the world. So when I was about 11 years old, I started seeing changes in my mother and my relationship. She started being a little more distant with me. She stopped really hanging out with me as much as she used to. I remember one day asking her, let's go on our little usual trips to the mall or out to eat, and her telling me that she couldn't because she had a doctor's appointment. And I found that very weird because she always used to blame everything on her having to go to the doctor and how she was always busy and couldn't hang out with me as much as she could, but she always said, I still love you. And I don't know, I just thought it was really weird. I started to think that it was something that I did, like maybe I did something wrong at school and she thought maybe she didn't want to hang out with me as much, or I just started to wonder if it was because of me, the way I act, or maybe it just stopped her from wanting to hang out with me like she used to. It just made me really think maybe it's on my side. Maybe I did something wrong to her to make her not want to hang out with me as much as we used to. I started noticing that she was going to the doctor's office every Wednesday at 9:00 a.m. So I wanted to look more into that. Why was she going to the doctor's office? It started to make me a little nervous, so I had to look into it. When I started noticing that my mom was going to the doctor, it made me suspect that something was wrong. Maybe it wasn't really me, maybe it's something on her part that was happening within her and she just didn't want to let me know. But it also made me feel kind of bad, like why couldn't she let me know this? Like why is she just leaving me here to wonder what's going on? It just really made me feel at a alone state. One early morning, I went in my mom's room to ask her a question about something, and I overheard her on the telephone with her doctor. And she was talking about something with a mammogram, and I heard stuff about her having to take one more visit to the doctor, but everything was good. So it made me kind of think about, okay, maybe she has breast cancer. So it started to make me really, really nervous, like, oh my God, I just was scared. I thought my mom was gonna die. That was the first thing I thought. Breast cancer is never a good thing. Of course, people survive from it, but the chances, I just thought of the negative before the positive, and it just really made me nervous, and I was very scared. So I just thought, after she get off the phone, I'm gonna talk to her about it. So that's exactly what I did. When she got off the phone, I talked to her about it, and she told me, please don't worry. She said how she didn't want me to worry about it during my schoolwork, let it affect me at school or my social life. And she said that everything's okay and that she did have breast cancer, but her doctor just informed her on the phone that it was at 0 stage and she's okay now and she would get better and live a long, healthy life. So I was kind of relieved about that. It kind of made me feel good that I didn't have to stress over it during the time being, and now I understand why she didn't let me know, because she said it was all in God's hand and it was gonna work out for the good. So after all this was said and done with the cancer scare, me and my mom are really, really close. We're closer than ever. I actually value our relationship even more. Not saying I didn't in the past, but it's just I respect her so much more and on how strong she was during this time of trouble, because if I were in the situation, I don't know how I would have handled it. But she handled it pretty well, and she reassured me that it wasn't me. It was something going on with her, and she just didn't want me to be in it. And I really respect her for that. It just taught me to cherish every moment that you have with your loved ones, because tomorrow's not promised. And I'm just really happy that I have my mom with me till this day.